Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over all of the steps to tie all of this together, and I'm actually going to walk you through it. Okay, this video is probably going to be semi-long. I'm going to be as detail oriented as possible, so that it shows from point A all the way to point Z on exactly you have on the exact way for you to install the software onto your VPS server. So first off, I'm just going to verbally explain the steps. All of this, in username, passwords, and all this stuff. This is all just for demo purposes, right? So anyways. So what I recommend is having your VPS and MT4 login info ready or written down just like this, right? I have my login information for my VPS, and I also have my login information for my MT4 account. This is just so it makes it easier, right? Just so you're not kind of fumbling around with usernames and passwords and looking for the info. Step 2 is download the software from the member portal onto your desktop. I'll go through that. And then step 3, log into your VPS. Step 4, download the file install it into your VPS. Step number 5, download EagleFX MT4 terminal or whatever Forex broker you decided to choose. Number 6 is log into your MT4 account inside of your terminal, which I'll go through all of this, don't worry. And then after that, step 7, load gold chart onto your MT4 terminal, and then adjust the settings for your bot, and then turn it on, and then I'll show you how to turn it off. Cool. So step 1, we already have all the info written down. Step 2, download the software from your member portal. All you have to do is log into your client portal here. All of you have access to it by now. What you want to do is go over to where it says your dashboard, and then under recent orders, hit your order. I have already, since you filled out your intake form already, I have now sent you the information. Okay, so this is the bot that you need. Make sure, hit dashboard, hit orders, and then you're going to see under messages, here's the file right here. It's a .ex4 file. Hit download right there, and make sure to save it to your desktop. As you can see, I've saved it right here. Step number 3 is log into your VPS. I'm going to just, as always, start from scratch. So this is the Microsoft Remote Desktop that you should have already downloaded by now, and I'm going to show you how to log in. So open it up. So once you have it open, yours is not going to look like this. These are just my VPSs. Hit the add PC. Where it says PC name, you're going to put in the server IP address. And then right here under friendly name, you can put your name or whatever you want to identify the specific VPS that we're adding. Hit add. Double click here. Log into, so this is going to be the username. This is the password. And hit continue. And then we log in, it'll look something like this. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get this file that's on your real computer. This is the file. This window right here is just the VPS. So to be clear, this VPS, think of it as another computer that you're just accessing remotely. So what you want to do is right click this file and hit copy. Where is it? Copy. And then when you're on this screen here, right click and just hit paste. And there it is. Drops right there where it's supposed to be. So let me just clean up the screen so it's easier to follow the directions. So now the file, and this is your software, by the way. So we have just downloaded the file to the VPS. Now, this is download EagleFX MT4 terminal, again, or whatever, if you're using Hugo's Way or whatever it is, you want to download that specific terminal. So for demo purposes, I am using EagleFX. So I'm gonna just type in EagleFX MT4 download. And you want to make sure you're downloading MT4. Let's look for their website. And I know this, I've done this so many times. I know that on EagleFX, they have, there you go. It's in their like footer area. There's one of the links, MT4 for Windows. Hit that. Run. Another terminal that a lot of people use is actually forex.com MT4, and that actually works universally. So on any forex broker that you actually use, you can still run your MT4 account on that. But I just want to keep things simple for you guys. So now it's just loading. Keep in mind, with these VPSs, sometimes they can be a little bit slower than you're probably used to, especially if you have like a Mac or something like that. So just be patient. I'm going to make this screen a little bit bigger here. There you go. So as it's downloading, okay, here you go. So when you download your, EagleFX terminal, this is called an MT4 terminal, by the way. That's why, just for vocabulary purposes, this is considered your MT4 terminal. So I am using a demo just to log in. You are either using a demo or a live, completely up to you. And so if you're using a live, you just click this. If you're using demo, click here. Hit next. It's going to ask, what you want to do is hit existing trade account, and then you're going to copy your login and just paste here. You're going to get your password, copy, and paste here, and hit finish. And you're going to see your name pop up, right? Well, mine says iPhone, but you're going to see your name right here if that's what you chose to identify it as. Now, this is the 7th step is load gold chart. This is really important. Let's see here. Let's make this a little easier to read. Okay, so this probably looks a little overwhelming for you. Completely understand. In order to load the gold, which is XAU USD chart on here, we're going to make this very simple. First off, let's clean up the area by Xing out of all of these charts right here. Now it's nice and blank. Now what you want to do, there we go. So as you can see, when you scroll down here, this is called your Market Watch section. When you scroll down, XAU USD is actually not listed. It's okay. Right click in this area and hit show all. And now there's a bunch more in here. XAU USD. It's right here. You just click and drag and drop into this area and then maximize this window. So we just did the 7th step, which is, there you go. We just loaded the gold chart. So now this, as you can see, XAU to USD, this is the gold chart right here. Step number 8 is adjusting. Well, actually, let's load the bot now into your. Now we have to actually load the bot inside of your terminal. Okay. So what you want to do is, let's minimize this, just so you can actually click your your Quantum Gate bot. Okay, let's move. There we go. I like things when it's nice and easy, and it's easy to navigate, because these VPSs they're very touchy, and it's, they're also pretty slow as well. So anything to kind of just gain some extra extra room. So what you want to do, this is the important part of loading this software, the Goldbot software, into your MT4 terminal. Head over where it says File, open Data folder, and then MQL4, double click, and then double click where it says Experts. All you have to do is click and drag into this section here, just like that. And just click, drag, and then let go into the section, and hit the X. And then what you want to do is in this section here, you can just right click and hit refresh. And there's the Quantum Gate bot. Now, if you don't want to do that refresh, you can simply X out just like that and then log right back into your MT4 terminal. And that also refreshes it for you. So here is the bot. Oops, there we go. So you can see under Expert Advisors, the bot is right here. And this is how you know that it's actually loaded properly. And if all these windows are closed, or these little drop downs are closed, just hit the plus icon to open it. So under Accounts, you're going to see your information. Under Expert Advisors, you're going to see the bot. So in order to actually get started with the bot, click and drag it onto your chart and let go. And where it says Common, put Allow Live Trading. And then under the Safety tab, do Allow DLL Imports and go over to Inputs. These are all of your settings for the bot, okay? It's really important that you guys understand these settings. So in the beginning, I'm going to go through all these settings and let you know what they mean for you, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to turn the bot on. So your password, it's already preloaded. You don't have to adjust that. Time frames, you don't have to adjust that either. This is the important thing. Starting lot size. 0.01 is the smallest lot size you can possibly go. I recommend that everybody starts right here. Start at this lot size and then you can go up. So if you've got, for example, if you got $5,000 in your account, again, no matter how much money you have, start it at 0.01, and as time goes on and as your comfort level increases, you can move it to 0.02 or 0.03, completely up to you. And I will give you information on how to mathematically, understand what lot sizes mean as well. Stop loss, you don't have to touch. Take profit, you don't have to touch. The only other part that you're really going to want to understand is equity protector. This is, the best way to explain it is, this is the percentage of your account that you're willing to risk until you say, okay, no more, just cut my losses. For example, if you thought that 50% was a good number for you, you would set it at 50.0. And if you have $10,000 in your account, and if your equity dips down low in drawdown, dips down lower than 50%, which would be $5,000, the software would actually cut off your trades, and you would lose that money, right? Some people, they're okay with 20%. So they would just type in 20.0, and then that would be essentially 20%. In order to turn it off, if you're just like, nope, I don't want an equity protector, then you'd keep this at 100.0. And that essentially means you're okay with risking 100% of your bot. Now, scrolling down to where it talks about, the days and the times and stuff, this is if you're looking at the news, in the future. Like, let's just say I'm looking at this week's news, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't really want to trade on Thursday or Friday. Then I would come down where it says Thursday, I would double click, and I would change it to false. And then that would make it to where the bot does not trade on Thursday. Completely up to you. So after, on the Common tab, you've tapped these two boxes, and the inputs, you have set your You have set your starting lot size as well as your equity protector. Hit OK. This box right here is important for you to pay attention to. This is time sensitive. This EA will expire at. It'll give you your time period. So if you're on the monthly license, typically you'll have about a month to use it. Make sure that you continue to pay the monthly subscriptions if you want your bot to continue to work. And if you don't, it will cut off after the month period. And so if you decide that this is something that you want to continue with, make sure you continue paying the monthly subscription, because I will continue to send you your new bot file every single month, and then you will load it into your system just like this every single month. Now that the settings are appropriate, which, by the way, in order to get back to that window, is you see this little frown face right here. That frown means the bot is actually turned off. So you just click that, and this is where you can jump around with your tabs and click your settings and stuff like that, and hit OK. What you want to do before you turn on the bot is make sure that it's on the 1 minute. 1 minute or 5 minute, completely up to you. If you're on the 1 minute, you're going to take more trades. It is a little bit more riskier. On the 5 minute, you're going to take less trades typically, but on average, it's usually a little bit less risky than the 1 minute. And simply to turn your bot on, where it says auto trading, you just click it, and now it's green. And now you got a smiley face here. So I want to go over this chart right here. So Quantum Gate, obviously it's a company name. Your max lose. This is whenever you go into drawdown, in specific trades, it'll show you like, hey, in the last, since you've turned your bot on, the most money that you've been at risk losing was, $100, $200 or whatever. So that is just the most that doesn't mean you actually lost that money. It just means that you were in drawdown that amount. Drawdown just means the amount of money that your account is in negative, but it's not realized losses. Your balance is just like it sounds, how much money you have in the account. And then your profit is how much money that you're profiting so far. And then the margin is there's a lot of math involved. You don't really have to pay attention too much to margin. It's just essentially how much the broker is allowing you to trade. And then down here is where you see your trades. Right now, I just turned on the bot, so I'm not in any trades. And then you can go to account history. This is going to show you all the trades that you've actually been taking. And the easiest way, if you want to figure like, well, since I turned on the bot, how much have I made? How much have I lost? You guys should all, write down how much your starting off balance is. And if you check this in a week, and let's just say it's at $11,000 or $12,000, it's simple math to do, right? You can it's pretty easy to understand that. These tabs down here, like exposure, this is going to show you like your long positions, which is, like the rate of how many trades you won. Your account history is all the trades you've taken. I wouldn't rely on this for like your news source. I would use, like MyFX book or something like that. Alerts, don't really have to pay too much attention to. The journal is big. Sometimes you might see some error. If you see errors, definitely let us know. Overall, we haven't had many, clients have errors in the past. The biggest tabs to really look at would be trade, and account history. That is it for now. If you want to turn off the bot, let's just say you're like, hey, I've hit my profit target. I just want to turn off the bot for the day. All you have to do is come over here and hit auto trading until once it's red, it's actually turned off. And if you want to uninstall your bot completely, it's super simple. You just come over here and you right click and hit delete, and it will completely remove the bot from your MT4 account. One last thing before I forget, if you want to close out your trades yourself, you guys can do it at any point in time. So let's just say you're in either a drawdown in the negative, a specific number that you're not comfortable with, and you're like, you know what, I just want to cut my losses. How do I get out of the trades? All you have to do is just continue hitting close all until they're all out, and until all the trades are closed. Just continue hitting close all until you've closed out. Same thing if you're like, wow, uh, you're at $100 profit or something, and you're in a specific trade, and you're like, I'm cool with this specific, this gain for the day. Same thing. Just continue tapping close all, close all, close all until all the trades are out. So that is it for the tutorial. If you guys have any questions, please message us inside your member portal.